Did you know that most people over 65 are quietly making mistakes every day that could be silently stealing years, even decades from their lives? And the most heartbreaking part? They don't even realize it until it's too late. You see, growing older doesn't have to mean growing weaker. Yet many of us accept feeling tired, stiff, or forgetful as just part of aging. We think it's inevitable, normal. But what if it's not? What if many of the struggles we blame on just getting old are actually the result of tiny invisible habits that slowly, quietly chip away at our health day after day? Here's the truth. Science now shows that it's not major diseases that first rob us of our independence after 65. It's the small things and the simple mistakes we don't notice. The little habits we brush off. The tiny daily choices that either strengthen our future or set us on a path of decline. You might think you're doing everything right. Regular checkups, staying active, eating healthy. But there's a hidden danger lurking where you least expect it. Because even good habits, if done the wrong way, can quietly accelerate aging instead of slowing it down. Maybe you've been told that walking every day is enough to keep your body strong. Maybe you think that 8 hours of sleep guarantees rest and repair. Maybe you believe that a diet full of healthy whole grains and vegetable oils is protecting your heart. What if I told you it might be doing the opposite? And the consequences? They don't hit all at once. They build slowly, quietly, until one day you wake up and wonder why getting out of a chair feels harder, why your mind feels a little foggier, why you're out of breath walking across a room. That's why today is so important. Because once you understand what these hidden mistakes are, and more importantly how to fix them, you can rewrite your future. You don't have to accept weakness. You don't have to surrender your independence. You don't have to live at the mercy of a body that's failing before its time. You have more control than you've been led to believe. And it all starts with seeing what's been hidden from you until now. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal 6 silent mistakes that almost no one talks about, but that have a massive impact on how long and how well you live after 65. And more importantly, I'll show you exactly what you can start doing today to change everything. The choice is yours. Keep doing what you've always done, or open your eyes to what's quietly stealing your years and take them back. Which will you choose? You don't have to wonder anymore whether your future is just a matter of luck, genes, or something slipping quietly out of your control. Today, in this video, I promise to show you the real reasons why so many good, smart, careful people still find their strength fading, their memories clouding, and their independence slipping away after 65. And more importantly, I'll show you exactly what you can do to change your story, starting right now. Not tomorrow, not someday, but today, with the simplest steps you can take from your own living room, your own kitchen, your own morning routine. We're going to uncover 6 silent mistakes that almost no one talks about. Mistakes that quietly, day after day, weaken your body's foundation until the damage feels irreversible. But here's the good news. Most of that damage isn't final. It's not too late to stop it. It's not too late to heal it. Your body is not broken beyond repair. It is still listening. It is still waiting. It still wants to fight for you if you will fight for it. And no, you don't need endless medications, brutal workouts, or complicated diets. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to become someone else entirely. You just need to understand what's happening inside you, why it's happening, and how a few small but powerful shifts can turn the tide. I'm not here to scare you. I'm not here to lecture you. I'm not here to promise miracles or sell empty hope. I'm here to stand beside you like a friend, like someone who cares enough to tell you the truth you deserve to hear. Not the sugar-coated version, and not the "it's just normal aging" excuse, but the deeper, empowering truth that your future is still in your hands. If you're willing to listen closely, if you're willing to see yourself not as someone growing old, but as someone still growing, still capable of strength, resilience, and renewal, then I believe what you'll learn today could change not just how long you live, but how fully you live. Every day you wait is a day these silent mistakes continue their work in your body. And every day you act, no matter how small the action, is a day you reclaim what is yours, your vitality, your freedom, your life. So stay with me until the end. Let's walk this road together. And when we reach the other side, you'll see the best years of your life might still be waiting for you. Walter had always believed he was doing everything right. A retired accountant from Ohio, he lived his life with the kind of quiet discipline that people often admire. Routine checkups, daily walks around the neighborhood, a careful diet, avoiding anything too indulgent. He took pride in the way he managed his health, the same way he once managed complex ledgers. Carefully, precisely, believing that if he followed the rules, everything would add up to a long, strong life. But life, as Walter learned, has its own math. One afternoon, just a month before his 79th birthday, Walter sat across from his doctor, clutching a manila envelope thick with lab reports. The doctor's face was kind but grave, his voice gentle but unwavering. "Walter," he said, "your organs are failing faster than we expected. Your kidneys, your heart, even your brain function is starting to show signs of strain." Walter blinked, confused. "I don't understand," he said. "I've done everything right." The words tasted bitter in his mouth. He wasn't a man who smoked, drank heavily, or ignored his health. He wasn't reckless or careless. He was, if anything, the poster child for doing things by the book. And yet, here he was, being told it was too late to reverse the damage. The numbers on the reports didn't lie. The silent mistakes had been building inside him for years, hidden behind good intentions and careful habits that, without him realizing it, had failed to protect him. As Walter walked out of the clinic that day, the Ohio winter air bit sharply against his face. He moved slowly, every step feeling heavier than the last. The sidewalk stretched before him like an endless, empty road. He thought about the morning walks he'd taken, believing they were enough to preserve his strength, never knowing that without the right kind of exercise, his muscles had been quietly wasting away. He thought about the healthy foods he'd eaten, whole wheat toast, margarine, low-fat meals, never realizing that they were silently fueling inflammation inside his arteries. He thought about all the times he slept soundly for 8 hours, never suspecting that the quality of his sleep was quietly crumbling, allowing his brain to age faster than it should. A wave of helplessness crashed over him, but underneath it, something else stirred, something quieter, yet stronger. A realization. Walter wasn't a failure. He was a man who had done his best with the knowledge he had. What had betrayed him wasn't his effort, it was the silent mistakes no one had warned him about. Mistakes so common, so invisible, that millions of others were making them too every single day without knowing. If only someone had told me sooner, Walter thought, blinking back tears that prickled against the cold wind. If only I had known what signs to watch for, what habits to change, what truths to see. But regret is a heavy burden to carry, and Walter, even in that moment of heartbreak, knew he had a choice. He could give up, or he could use what he had learned to live differently, even with the time he had left. Maybe not to reverse everything, but to preserve what he still had. To fight for every good day ahead. And maybe, just maybe, to share what he now knew so others wouldn't have to learn the same lesson too late. Walter's story isn't just Walter's story. It's the story of countless men and women who did everything right, yet still found themselves blindsided by decline. Because the real danger after 65 isn't what you can see, it's what you don't see. The mistakes that seem harmless, the habits that seem healthy, the small, everyday choices that quietly, steadily erode the foundation of strength, vitality, and independence. And unless you know what they are, unless you know how to spot them, how to change them, you risk walking the same path. But the good news is, you don't have to. Walter's realization can be your advantage. His story can be your warning and your turning point. Today, we'll shine a light into those hidden places. We'll uncover the 6 silent mistakes that could be stealing years from your life right now. And more importantly, we'll talk about how to stop them, how to repair the damage, restore your strength, and protect your precious years ahead. Because no matter where you are today, no matter how many silent mistakes have already taken root, it's not too late to choose differently. Walter thought he had no time left. But the moment he chose to act differently, that was the moment he began to reclaim the time he had. And you can too. Starting now, it's easy to believe that aging is simply a matter of time. That the wrinkles, the stiffness, the slower days just happen because the calendar pages keep turning. But what if I told you much of what we call aging is actually the body's desperate response to tiny stresses, piling up day after day without enough support to repair? You see, your body is not passively giving up on you. It's fighting every single day, even now. But like an old machine that's been left to run dry without fresh oil or careful maintenance, even the strongest systems eventually begin to wear down. And it doesn't take catastrophic events to cause that wear. It happens silently. When you don't drink enough water, even just slightly, your blood begins to thicken. Your heart, once powerful and efficient, has to strain harder to push life through your veins. Your brain cells, starved for hydration, begin to lose their sharp edges, processing slower, remembering less. According to research from Johns Hopkins, chronic mild dehydration accelerates organ aging by up to 30%. 30% just from not drinking enough water, even if you never feel thirsty. But that's just the beginning. Step into your kitchen and you'll find another invisible enemy waiting: the wrong foods. Foods that quietly create low-grade inflammation inside your arteries, your joints, your brain. And the worst part? Many of these foods are disguised as healthy. Whole wheat breads, vegetable oils like corn, canola, and soybean oil, artificial sweeteners tucked into diet products. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that certain foods tolerated well in your 40s can turn inflammatory in your 70s. Your immune system, once quick and responsive, becomes confused, mistaking these daily invaders for enemies, setting off tiny fires throughout your body. These aren't fires you can see or feel until the damage is done. Until one day, you're facing heart disease, cognitive decline, or joint breakdown without understanding how it crept up on you. And it doesn't stop there. Maybe you're told that staying active means walking every day. And yes, movement is crucial. But if walking is the only thing you do, your muscles slowly lose their ability to regenerate. The reason is simple yet overlooked. Walking, while good for circulation, does not provide enough stimulus to maintain muscle mass after 65. The Mayo Clinic's research into geriatric exercise physiology reveals a startling truth. Without resistance, Without challenging your muscles even gently, your body treats the unused strength as unnecessary. It starts dismantling it. You don't feel it at first. You still make your daily strolls, still climb your stairs. But gradually, you notice your legs tiring faster, your steps becoming less certain, your balance faltering when you least expect it. Meanwhile, inside your body, silent nutrient depletions are gathering force. Many common medications prescribed for blood pressure, diabetes, or cholesterol management quietly strip away essential nutrients, magnesium, potassium, B vitamins, without warning signs, until it's too late. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors who take multiple medications without compensating for these depletions experience significantly faster cognitive decline and organ dysfunction compared to those who maintain nutrient balance. Again, you won't feel it immediately. It doesn't announce itself with flashing lights. It's more like a slow dimming of the mind and heart, a gradual retreat of vitality you can't explain. And then there's sleep. 8 hours in bed might seem like a gold standard. But science from Stanford University tells a different story. If those 8 hours aren't filled with deep, restorative sleep, the kind that cleans your brain and repairs your tissues, then you're aging your brain 3 to 5 years faster every single year after 65. Poor sleep quality causes a cascade: slower thinking, weaker muscles, higher blood pressure, reduced immunity. You might think you're resting, yet your body and mind are slowly breaking down. Finally, the most insidious danger of all: isolation. It's easy to believe that the occasional phone call or weekly coffee with friends is enough. But your body craves deep, meaningful connection to thrive. Without it, cortisol, the stress hormone, rises. Inflammatory markers shoot up. Your brain chemistry shifts toward depression, confusion, and cellular decay. Studies from the National Institute on Aging reveal that even mild chronic loneliness is more dangerous to your health than smoking 15 cigarettes a day. And yet, it often slips by unnoticed, masked by polite small talk and surface interactions that fail to nourish the heart. Imagine your body as a grand, intricate cathedral. Strong, beautiful, built to endure. But if tiny cracks form, one by one, and no one notices, if small leaks drip day after day, weakening the foundation, one day, a seemingly minor storm can bring the whole structure crashing down. That's what these silent forces do. Dehydration, chronic inflammation, muscle loss, nutrient depletion, poor sleep, social isolation. Each one a tiny crack, each one easy to ignore for a while, until they combine and life itself becomes fragile in ways it didn't have to be. But here's the truth that matters most. Every single one of these cracks can be repaired. Every single one can be strengthened again with simple, thoughtful, daily changes. You are not powerless. You are not broken. Your body isn't giving up on you. It's calling out for your help. And the beautiful part is, you can answer that call starting today. With actions so small, so gentle, yet so powerful, they can rebuild the foundation beneath you stronger than ever before. You just have to know where to begin. And that's exactly where we're heading next. You've seen now how silent forces erode your health day after day. But the good news, the best news is this. Small, simple shifts can turn the tide. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. You just need to start in the places where the silent damage has been building up. Let's walk through them, one by one together. First, let's talk about water. The quiet healer most people overlook. When Dorothy was 72, she felt fine. Mostly. A little more tired than usual, feel more sluggish in the afternoons. She chalked it up to getting older. Then, one ordinary morning, she suffered a devastating stroke. It came out of nowhere, or so it seemed. At the hospital, the neurologist reviewed her blood work and scans and found a critical clue: severe dehydration at the cellular level. Dorothy's blood had been thickening for years, creating the perfect conditions for disaster. And the most heartbreaking part? Dorothy never even felt thirsty. You see, the thirst signal diminishes with age. By the time you feel thirsty, you're already dangerously behind. That's why hydration must be proactive, not reactive. There's a simple change you can make immediately. Keep water within arm's reach, by your bed, your chair, your kitchen counter. Sip steadily throughout the day, aiming for 6 to 8 small glasses. And check your urine color. Like Yallop, you're on track. Start, your body is pleading for help. This one shift, simple, gentle, steady, could save your brain, your heart, and your independence. Now let's step into the kitchen. The food sitting in your pantry right now might feel familiar, comforting even. Whole wheat breads, cooking oils labeled as heart-healthy, diet products promising fewer calories. But comfort can be deceiving. Timothy, a 77-year-old former construction worker, thought he was making good choices. He exercised regularly. He avoided bad fats. He kept his weight in check. But without warning, Timothy suffered sudden heart failure. His cardiologist traced the cause not to genetics, not to a sedentary lifestyle, but to years of hidden inflammation caused by his daily diet. Whole wheat products, packed with refined flour, vegetable oils laced with omega-6 fats that fueled artery inflammation, artificial sweeteners disrupting his metabolic health. Timothy didn't see the damage building until it burst wide open. But you can. Here's the change. Clear out white flour products, breads, pastas, pastries from your daily routine. Switch cooking oils to extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, or even small amounts of real butter. Ditch artificial sweeteners. If you need a little sweetness, use small amounts of honey or fruit. This one swap alone can slash internal inflammation by up to 60% within weeks. Isn't your future worth that change? Now about movement. Patricia, a retired nurse at 75, prided herself on her daily walks. 2 miles, every day, rain or shine. She thought she was doing everything right. But when she visited her doctor for a routine checkup, she received a shock. Her muscle mass had dropped so low it mirrored someone 10 years older. How? She asked, bewildered. On your Y socks. I exercise every day. The answer: walking, while wonderful for circulation, doesn't preserve muscle after 65. You need resistance. You need challenge. Not brutal, not punishing, but real. Here's what Patricia changed. She added a simple 10-minute strength routine 3 times a week. Wall push-ups, chair squats, standing up and sitting down from a sturdy chair, slowly and with control. Light resistance band exercises for her arms. Nothing fancy, nothing extreme. Within 3 months, her muscle tone improved. Her balance steadied. Her energy soared. The lesson is clear. Move with intention. Preserve what matters most: your strength, your stability, your ability to rise, to walk, to live independently. What about the medications you trust? Robert, a 76-year-old retired postal worker, followed every medical recommendation faithfully. He took his prescriptions exactly as directed. But over time, he noticed something was slipping. His memory dulled. His energy drained. His heart, once strong, weakened without obvious cause. The culprit? Nutrient depletion caused by his treatments. Medications for blood pressure, diabetes, and cholesterol often strip critical vitamins and minerals from the body without obvious symptoms until serious damage is done. Robert learned this too late. But you don't have to. Here's what you can do. Never stop any treatment without your doctor's guidance. But at your next appointment, ask directly, are any of my medications depleting essential nutrients? Would it help to add a targeted supplement? Meanwhile, fortify yourself with real foods, colorful vegetables, berries, nuts, high-quality proteins, and healthy fats. And, if recommended, a senior-specific multivitamin can serve as a crucial insurance policy. Yeah, your body's needs change after 65. You deserve to meet them. Now, let's gently turn to sleep. Evelyn, a former librarian at 69, slept diligently for 8 hours every night. Yet she woke up exhausted, foggy, frustrated. Her doctor suspected early dementia, but after a sleep study, they found something else. Despite spending 8 hours in bed, Evelyn rarely entered deep, restorative sleep. Her brain wasn't repairing. Her body wasn't healing. Night after night, invisible damage accumulated. How can you fix this? Start with a simple 30-minute ritual before bed. Turn off all screens. Phones, tablets, televisions. The blue light blocks melatonin, your natural sleep hormone. Set your bedroom temperature to a cool 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Stop drinking fluids 90 minutes before bedtime to avoid nighttime bathroom trips. And sleep on your side with a pillow between your knees to support healthy spinal alignment. These small adjustments can boost deep sleep by up to 40%, according to Stanford's research. Finally, perhaps the most powerful solution: connection. James, a 73-year-old engineer, believed he was socially active enough. He spoke with his children weekly. He grabbed coffee with friends now and then. Yet his cognitive decline was accelerating at an alarming pace. His doctors dug deeper and found the truth. Meaningful, frequent social connection, not just occasional chats, was missing. Without regular emotional engagement, James's brain was starving for human warmth, stimulation, and purpose. Here's what you can do. Create a 3-connection system. First, once a week, have a real one-on-one conversation with someone you care about. Not just surface talk, but a conversation that matters. Second, engage in one group activity, whether it's a class, a club, or a community event, where you interact with multiple people. Third, find a way to serve, whether volunteering, mentoring, or simply offering help to someone who needs it. These 3 simple forms of connection nourish your heart, mind, and immune system far more deeply than any supplement ever could, because we are built to connect. We are wired to belong, and it's never too late to strengthen those bonds. The 6 mistakes we've uncovered today: dehydration, inflammatory foods, lack of resistance movement, nutrient depletion, poor sleep, and social isolation, are not inevitable fates. They are invitations, opportunities. Each one a door you can still choose to walk through. Your future is not written in stone. It's still wet cement, waiting for your next step. So, what will your next step be? Somewhere outside your window, a small flower is pushing through a crack in the sidewalk. It doesn't question whether it's too late. It doesn't ask if it's strong enough. It simply reaches for the light and grows. That's the miracle still inside you. You might feel like too much time has passed. You might believe that the cracks are too deep, that the strength you once had is too far gone. But the truth is, resilience never leaves completely. It simply waits for you to call it back. It's easy to think of aging as a steady decline, a slow unraveling, a road that only goes one way. But life, real, vibrant, powerful life, doesn't just disappear because a few more birthdays have passed. It hides in the small corners of your days, waiting for you to notice. It lives in the strength you rebuild, one step at a time. In the water you sip, gently nourishing every cell. In the better foods you choose, quieting the fires inside your body. In the moments you move with purpose, feeling your muscles reawaken. In the sleep that truly restores you. In the voices and smiles and laughter of those you choose to connect with. Vitality isn't something you lose overnight. And it isn't something you reclaim overnight either. It's something you cultivate, quietly, steadily, lovingly, with each small choice. You don't need to do everything perfectly. You don't need to erase every mistake or undo every misstep. You simply need to begin with one gentle change today, and another tomorrow, and another the next day. Like that small flower finding its way through the concrete, your body, your spirit, your life. They are stronger than you think, more capable than you fear, more resilient than you dare to believe. It's never too late to make a different choice. It's never too late to reach for the light. It's never too late to live, not just longer, but deeper, richer, fuller. Imagine 1 month from today. Imagine waking up with more energy, feeling your muscles steadier under you, breathing a little easier, laughing a little louder, remembering a little sharper. Imagine what a year of small, faithful steps could create. Because the truth is, your best years might not be behind you. They might still be waiting, just around the corner you have yet to turn. In youth, you hold the key. The small choices, the gentle shift, the quiet daily victories, they are all within your reach. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are not beyond hope. You are standing on the threshold of a new chapter, one that you get to write with your own hands. And sip of water, one nourishing meal, one strengthening movement, one restful night, one heartfelt conversation at a time. The cracks in your sidewalk don't have to be the end of the story. They can be the very place where something beautiful begins. Today is not just another day. It's a new beginning. And you, right here, right now, you still have so much life left to live. So let's begin. Something in today's journey stirred something inside you. If a quiet voice deep within whispered, "Maybe it's not too late for me," then I hope you will listen to that voice. Because it's not just hope, it's truth. You still have the power to shape your days ahead. If what you heard today made you pause, made you reflect, maybe even made you feel a little more determined, then I invite you to take just one small step. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe it's a glass of water left by your bed tonight. Maybe it's a gentle promise to call an old friend tomorrow. Maybe it's a few extra moments soaking in the early morning sunlight. Whatever it is, know this: every small act of care you give to yourself is not wasted. It is planting seeds for a future that is still yours to grow. And if this video brought you even a little closer to believing in that future, I would love to hear from you. Your thoughts, your reflections, your quiet commitments to yourself, they are not just words. They are the light that keeps this community alive. They are the hope that reminds all of us we are never alone in this journey. So if you feel moved to share, please leave a comment below. Tell me what spoke to you today. Tell me what small step you're choosing. Or simply say, "I'm beginning." Those 2 words carry more strength than you can imagine. And if you found value here, if you feel that someone you love might need to hear these words too, I invite you to share this video with them. Because sometimes, one conversation, one new idea, one moment of encouragement is all it takes to change the path ahead. If you'd like to continue walking this journey with me, where we uncover more truths, more hope, more simple ways to nurture the life still blossoming inside you, feel free to subscribe and stay connected. But most of all, whether you subscribe or not, whether you comment or simply carry these thoughts with you, know this: your life matters. Your story matters. Your next chapter is still unwritten. And every day you choose to care for yourself, to water your own roots, you are choosing life in its fullest, brightest form. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for caring enough about yourself to listen, to hope, and to begin again. I'm honored to have shared this space with you, and I can't wait to see what beautiful chapters you'll write next.